But yeah, I mean, I didn't really get involved, but there was one clip of Trainwrecks when he was talking to XQC. Like he was firing like off like all these shots and calling out all these streamers, and I was eating my popcorn. I was like, this shit is entertaining. And then he mentioned the OTV Among Us lobby. I'm like, huh? And then my immersion broke. Because I was having a good time watching my soap opera. It's like seeing yourself on the news when you're enjoying it. Like, wait a second. So I think that was my only involvement because also it's kind of weird that he said the OTV Among Us lobby. Can I be honest? It's not the OTV Among Us lobby. It's the Sky's Toast lobby. Okay, OTV had nothing to do with it. The people who played in it included people from OTV and OTV and friends, but to call it an OTV Among Us lobby kind of puts a lot of heat on OTV for no real reason. But it is a spicy tweet. Just a little spicy tweet. I'm just catching up those who don't follow my Twitter, which I assume is quite a few of you. Half of OTV doesn't even play Among Us. That is true. Like, Among Us lobbies, I think, included 2 OTV members at most. With all the streamers exposing each other for the things they've done behind the scenes, I'm glad my biggest dirt was not inviting people to play Among Us. Yeah, Trainwreck was just on XQC stream, and then he was just like talking about. It was his last like points. Like, I'm gonna throw this out there. I got blacklisted from the OTV Among Us lobby because I wasn't kid friendly. I don't remember this conversation with him because I was the guy who made the OTV Among Us lobby, and I never said that to him. I remember what I said, so I pulled out my messages, and I only showed the things I wrote because I think, like, most times you should not show what other people type to you in the DMs, because when people DM you, they're kind of expecting some level of privacy. So I try to avoid that and just showed what I wrote, which is like, hey man, I play with 2 kinds of people: big YouTube collab groups like PewDiePie, Jacksepticeye, and the casual ones with like, Lily, Wendy, Abe, Ray, Sakuno, the casual ones where we just, hey, anyone around, you guys want to play Among Us? And in both cases, we're playing for content. We're not sweating. Like, people are definitely not sweating in our lobbies because Saikuno will see someone get murdered. Oh, corpse killed someone. Let me go simp for him for 20 minutes. And I'm sure Trainwrecks, if you were in that lobby, you would be losing your mind. And I said, hey, next time you want to play, just hit me up. And then like I remember like, oh, Trainwrecks really want to play. Let me find people that like mesh well with him. And I sent him like a list. It was like Hafu, 5UP, Sid, and then like Myth or something. I'm like, because I think these people can match his energy more. But so yeah, no, I got involved a little bit. I try not to get involved, but whenever it comes to OTV stuff, for my stuff, I don't like when people kind of like say OTV is fake on the outside, fake on the inside kind of deal, like Disney stars or whatever. Normally I don't mind, but this is one of the few times I'm gonna say something. But I'm still like, we started joking. Well, he started joking around in the replies. Like, I know he didn't take it too seriously, and I don't take it too seriously. I've said this before. I think Trainwreck is a very charismatic streamer, and respect him as an entertainer. I don't agree with some of his takes, but that's a whole separate issue, right? This is more about, hey, you weren't blacklisted from playing Among Us, man. You're just a competitive player. And that's it. What's wrong with being a Disney star? I mean, yeah, technically nothing's wrong. I mean, I'm trying to be in Shang-Chi. I want to be a Disney star one day.